right? So, first things first, not everything is pure memorization. Going through middle school, going through the first couple of years of high school, you might be easy enough for you to just memorize, but you have to keep in mind there may be some subjects you can't really do that anymore. Okay, and that is different from most people, so don't just listen to your friends and be like, oh, this was easy. Think about how much you struggle or you don't struggle with the class. Think about how you are supposed to change your study skills, right? And so unfortunately Catherine left, but I can tell you with me and Catherine, how she got an 800 on the chemistry SAT2 was she loved to ask questions. So even stuff I told her, hey, you can memorize this, she loved to ask questions. I ended up explaining it to her how this works, so she gained an understanding of how it works. So when we got to stuff she may not have seen before in class, she was able to reason it out. Okay? And most of our class was, I gave her practice tests, she took this test, she told me her thinking. Then I can tell, hey, where might you need to correct your thinking? And so she eventually practiced enough that she is now proficient in chemistry. She can reason out everything. Okay, so different classes require different study skills, right? Biology at all levels requires you to memorize. Chemistry, not so much. A couple of parents will always ask me, do I need to have my student memorize the periodic table? Please don't. I majored in chemistry at UCLA. I've never had to memorize the periodic table. Okay, that is just pointless because in any sort of thing where you use the periodic table, you usually either have a computer or you have one on you that you can look for. Now, the more important thing is, can you reason out how to use the periodic table? So that's more thinking. Okay, so again, different classes require different study skills. Number 3, don't fall behind. Right? In chemistry, one of the worst things you can do is fall behind because then you won't be able to explain it fully. Okay? Now, again, don't fall behind as in also don't procrastinate. Some classes you can get away with procrastinating until the last day or just finish memorizing this unit and carry on to the next. Some classes you cannot. Right? Like with history, right? How do the world wars happen? You need to know the history and you need to know a little bit about the cultures of every ethnic group in that area. And think about it through time. Then that tells you, well, how do these wars occur? How do we resolve these things? Why are there so many conflicts occurring? That's what you need to do. And so don't fall behind, because if you mess up first semester, that might be the earlier parts, but then the later parts still require you to think about how these ethnic groups relate to each other. And last one, okay, it seems like something that, you know, every parent is going to tell all of you students out here, and every parent has told their children to do. Actually study, right? In middle school and elementary school, you do not usually have to study. Believe me, I know. I grew up here as well. When you get to high school, right, you have to consider, well, sometimes my classes may be hard enough that I do have to study, I do have to manage my time. Now, you want to learn that early rather than later, because by the time you get to college, you're paying for your education. The professors don't care if you fail. Okay? So, at that point, if you don't study, that's on you. Okay? In high school, your teachers will help you, so go talk to your teachers. Right? Come to ShareWorld, ask our teachers for help. Figure out how you want to actually study for these classes. And again, the key point here is every class now requires a slightly different way of studying. Make sure you keep up and don't fall behind. And that's the main important point here. Make sure you keep up and do not fall behind. Okay? And that is it for my presentation.